So if you're like me, you've got a lot of tools. If you're also like me, you try to keep your tools away from things like dust and your wife. And if you're also like me, you are really good at coming up with problems to your own solutions. So with that being said, I had a problem and I needed a solution. I was starting to get into the market for a tool chest, and I needed something that you really can't find in the stores. I needed larger storage space rather than smaller drawers, and then I also needed something a little bit smaller than what you can buy, just being the size of the shop here. So in this video, I'm going to be taking you step by step through how to build yourself a cheap, easy rolling tool cabinet. This is going to be really good for a lot of your bulkier tools, your saws and your drills. We have a really nice place to put all of those things and also keep them away from the elements. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and get after it. So just a quick overview on the dimensions. We're going to be 33 inches wide, 18 inches deep, and then 36 inches tall. We've got 3-inch casters, and then we've got 8 inches of depth in our top chest. All right, so now that we've got all of our frame stock cut out, we can go ahead and start assembling the front and the back frames. So the next thing I want to do is go ahead and stain this frame, and that's just going to make it easier once we've got all of our sides and everything put on. You're not going to have as many tiny little cracks and stuff to get into. So we'll go ahead and stain this. Hey, just wanted to take a quick second to thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you like what we're doing here on the channel, maybe consider giving us a like, drop a comment down, or maybe even hitting that subscribe button. There's a lot that goes on behind the scenes here. It takes a lot to get these videos out, and every little bit you do helps us. Thank you. So now that we have our frame complete, we can go ahead and start cutting out our pieces for the body. I'm going to be setting these vertically on the bottom side, and everything is going to be inset into the frame, and then we'll be using the same material for our doors and our top as well. So now that we've got our back and our sides cut out, the next thing we're going to need to do is give everything a good sand, and then we're going to be putting pocket slots on the back sides of all this. That's how we're going to be retaining everything to the frame, and then we can go ahead and start getting these installed. So for here on out, we're going to be pretty much using the same technique for our bottoms and then the top and the bottom here. And all we're doing is, measuring our width, and then we're going to rip our edges down, and so we can get flush. We don't want that detail around our frame. So I'm going to go ahead and start working on the bottom pieces, and then the next thing is we'll be cutting out some more for our little top chest that's going to be separated. We're going to have to put our top outside pieces on before we put our bottom on here. That way we'll have access to the angles for the pocket slots. Okay, now that we finally got everything built, the next thing is to go ahead and start applying our finish to our cabinet, the tops and the doors. We're going to be using a semi-gloss polyurethane clear coat, and that's going to be a brush on. And after that, we'll be going ahead and putting all our hardware on everything. Okay, so now that our finish is dried, we can go ahead and start installing some of our hardware. I've already gone ahead and put some magnetic catches on, and then we'll be putting hinges on the doors, the top, we'll be adding some casters, and then we've got some poles as well. So that's about all we have for today. If you made it this far, we want to thank you for taking your time to watch this video. Make sure you have a great day.